So this is the bag that you would first bring in the house when you have an EMS call.
Let's go.
Whoops, we got a call. Let's go.
Final day with a second EMS call, dispatch E3.
Welcome to Fire Prevention Week for 2020. This year's theme is fire safety in the kitchen. Today we're going to look at ways that you can be safe in the kitchen. We're also going to talk about smoke detectors and making sure that you have a safe exit plan in your house. Finally, we'll take a look at the fire truck and see what kind of stuff we carry on it.
Hey kids, Firefighter Sam here. I just wanted to show you the special gear that we have to wear when we go inside a building. It's very similar to snowsuits that you guys wear outside in the winter, but this stuff's extra special because it doesn't catch on fire and keeps us safe. So, the first item that we put on when we're getting ready to go to a fire is our pants and our boots. And I'm sure you guys have seen other firefighters that have their boots tucked into their pants like this. So we gotta stand up, we take our shoes off, step right into our boots. Pull our pants up, and get the suspenders on. Why do firefighters wear pants with suspenders? So their pants don't fall down. So now that I got my pants on, we then put on a real special hood that's made out of the same stuff as our pants and coats are made out of. It also doesn't catch on fire to keep us safe. The next item we put on is our big heavy coats. And when we put our coats on, we got to make sure our thumbs come out of the thumb holes. Then we take the hood off to put our mask on. Now the mask might look a little scary, but don't be scared about it when we're wearing our mask, because this helps us breathe air. We have these special backpacks that we wear, and this tank's full of air that we can breathe when we go inside to keep us safe, to help rescue you guys. So I check my pack when I turn it on to make sure there's plenty of air, and then put it on just like a backpack. We want to make sure all the straps are nice and tight so the backpack doesn't wiggle around. Now I put my mask on. Check for a seal to make sure it's tight. And then we put that fancy hood on. We want to make sure the hood covers all the skin so we don't get any hot air on our skin. Now I'm going to start breathing the air. So this is what we wear, plus our gloves, when we go inside.
then you always bring a tool with you when you go inside. It helps us search. So this is what it would look like if I'm going inside of a building. Not too scary. I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you later.
Hi, I'm Firefighter Max with Falmouth Fire EMS, and I'm going to show you guys a tour of Engine 2. This is our front engine that goes out on almost every call that we get to the department. Right here, this is our pump panel, so if we have to pull hose off the truck to go put out a fire, you can control the water with this thing here, and you can pull these levers and it'll put water in the line so that we can effectively put the fire out. In this cabinet here, we just have a bunch of extra tools just in case we need to switch over any hoses or any connections to a hydrant, just in case. In this cabinet here, we've got some saws, some shovels, and stuff like that, just in case we have to shovel any dirt up. If we need to cut a hole in a roof or cut holes anywhere, we can use that. In this compartment here, we have some ropes, we have some life vests just in case we have to go in the water. We have some fans. This way we can, if we need to, we can pull smoke out of a building or push smoke out just in case there's some smoke in there that we need to clear out of a building. On the back of the truck here, we have supplies to get water out of a hydrant. So this is called our hydrant bag. We've got some foam right here. If we need to get a hose onto a hydrant to put out a fire, we can use this equipment here to get all of the hoses attached in the right places. On this section here, we have some extra saws. These are called sawzalls. We can use these to cut doors, we can cut vehicles with them, we can cut pretty much anything with them that we need to. This stuff right here is our vehicle extrication equipment. So if we need to cut doors off of cars, or if we need to pull pieces of cars off to get somebody out, then we can use this here, and they work very well. In this section here, we have our tools. These are regular tools that we carry with us on just about every call. If we need to go into somebody's house, knock down a door, if we need to pull some rubble or anything like that, we can use these tools right here. In this section here, we have more equipment that we can use to stabilize vehicles. If we have a car crash and we need to make sure that the car doesn't move on the highway, we can use this stuff to kind of make sure that the car doesn't move at all. Right here, we can attach more hoses if we need to put out the fires. And right up in here is a compartment that we sit in whenever we get to go on calls. So we keep our gear on the trucks just like this, so that when a call comes in, we can suit up pretty quickly and get to the call.
Hi kids, cooking can be a lot of fun, but there are a few rules that we should follow in the kitchen. Remember, never leave food unattended. In the oven or on the stove. It can be dangerous, and nobody wants a burnt meal. Always remember to keep flammable materials like towels or boxes of food away from open flames in the cooking area. Things that come out of the stove or out of the oven, like pots and pans, can be really hot, and we don't want to hurt our hands. Use oven mitts like Firefighter Sam to take things out of the oven or off the stovetop. Remember, the kitchen can be a fun place to be, but be safe.
Hi kids, Firefighter Anthony here. We're here today to talk about the smoke detectors that you've all got in your bedrooms. Everybody should have one in their bedrooms and probably have a bunch more in your house. When you're looking at your smoke detectors, we want to make sure that the batteries in them are good. So the batteries should be changed twice a year. We like to change our batteries when we change the clocks. So when mom and dad change the clocks and move an hour forward or an hour backwards every year, we should be changing our smoke detector batteries at the same time. And they can also be tested, and you can test them once a month. One of the other things we want to talk about is what to do when your smoke detector goes off. So if your smoke detector goes off, we want to have a plan, because we want to know what we need to do when the smoke detector goes off. So the smoke detector's job is to try to smell smoke. And if it smells smoke, it's going to make some really loud noises. And when that happens, we want to have a plan. We want to have a plan, and everybody in the house should follow the same plan. So what we're going to do when a smoke detector goes off is we want to try to safely get outside to a meeting point. So if we're looking to get out of our bedroom, we can either go out the door or we can go out the window. But the goal is that we're going to make it outside and we're going to go to a meeting point. So where do you have for meeting points at your house? Lots of people have trees in their backyard or picnic tables or something where everybody knows to go and meet. That way, if the smoke detectors are going off and there's a fire in the house, everybody can get outside and we can make sure that everybody's safe and everybody's accounted for. It's very important in a fire that you don't go back in. We don't want to go back in the house. We don't want to go in and maybe get trapped or stuck inside. That's what the firefighters come and do. That's our job. So we're going to show up, we'll go in and help people out. Additionally, when you have a fire, you don't want to hide from it. It's a bad idea to hide under beds. It's a bad idea to hide in closets and bathtubs. We've got to get outside and we've got to get to that meeting place. So if you don't have a meeting place, talk to your parents about getting a meeting place outside so that you have somewhere to go in the case of a fire.